Good morning, YouTube. We are now 2 days out. This peak week is absolutely flying by. Christ. Don't even ask. It's the case of roll out of bed, in fact, do your check-in, and then, by the time I've got to Greg's, I've basically I just don't care at this point. They must think I'm an absolute weirdo every morning, but my hair is due a wash. I've had to make the executive decision that I will wash it today, because I was thinking, could I hold off till Friday? And then I realised, actually, well, I'm getting my hair like French braided tomorrow evening, and realistically, does it want to be freshly washed when it's getting braided? Not really. Might make it easier if it's being washed for a day, and also it's going to be up in braids. So I don't think it needs to be freshly washed. It's not like I've got it down and I need it to be the freshest it could possibly be. So for the purpose of me not feeling like a tramp today, because I've got a posing lesson and I want to feel nice for it, I am going to wash it this morning. So 2 days out, plan of action is I actually am going to train earlier today. It's my last session, which is upper pump, just a full upper session. And I've got posing at 12:30, you see. So I want to basically get training boxed off because I'm posing, and then I've actually got a massage at 2 p.m, so pretty much straight after the posing. I'll drive back from Bradford. The sports massage man, what's the word for that? Sports massage therapist. He lives literally around the corner from me, so I'll be coming back my way for that massage. And then obviously, wouldn't obviously train after the massage, that would be stupid. The whole point in the massage is just like a flush through, really. I like to get these when I'm 2-3 days out, and then just to make sure that I'm just freshening up my physique in that way. So that's the plan for the next, few hours. I'll be done with that by about 2:30ish, home for 3 latest, and then I'll have the afternoon to do bits of work and mainly just pack as well, because obviously I am setting off to Lincoln tomorrow, which is crazy. So yeah, touch more fullness today, but woke up at the exact same weight as yesterday, 118.2. So we really are holding 118 this week, improving the look whilst holding as well, not needing to obviously load heavily this peak week. We are taking a different approach to the last one. That said, I'm running 350 carbs today, and it comes out to 2,285 calories. So yeah, 45 fats and 120 protein to go in alongside that, and the main difference is the 350 carbs, so quite a nice bump in carbs. I was on 285 yesterday, so it's a 65 gram increase of carbs today, going through my meals. So yeah, I suppose I'm looking forward to that, can't lie. But now, that is it. Greg's coffee walk going down, as you all are familiar with now. And then we'll get home, see what clients have messaged me so far and get back to them. I've obviously already done replies up until the point I left the house, so everyone's up to date for now. But when I get back, I will just reply to anyone who's messaged me while I've been on my walk. And then I will definitely get a shower, wash my hair, have meal 1, get ready to train, and then I'll come back and have the second meal, which is 100 grams of rice. So yeah, I want to make sure I have my meal 1 not too later than I usually would, because I don't want to be super full of food, as in stomach wise, when I go and train, because that won't feel very nice. So just a slight switch in my usual meal timings today, just to accommodate the fact that I've got the posing lesson at 12:30. So that's me updated you for now. I'll catch you in a bit. All right, so I made it to the gym. It's only literally 10 o'clock, so I'm actually finishing off my morning monster. So I've had 1 less meal than usual. I've not had a pump pre-workout. I'm just having my monster. I've got 2 grams of pink salt in my intra-workout, which I'm going to drink. Yes, I've had my first meal, which was 200 grams of Greek yogurt with 15 grams of whey, 15 grams of dark chocolate, 50 grams of blueberries, and 2 caramel rice cakes. So that's all I've had. But I need to get on because, like I say, I've got posing at 12:30. So I'm going to get this upper pump session done, send some posing rounds to my coach, and then get home, have my second meal, the 100 grams of rice, let that digest a bit, go pose, go get a massage. So it's a bit bish bash bosh until about 3 o'clock today. And then I'll have time. I'm calling a client at 4 p.m. just to map out her off season and stuff, because she's just come out of a diet and we're competing again next year. Apart from that though, it'll just be a case of actually getting packed this afternoon. So yeah, it's been a mad busy peak week, to be honest. I've not really stopped, which is a good thing, because last peak week I had too much time to think and it wasn't in a good way, and I didn't feel very good. So although I had lots of bad dreams last night about being on stage, coming last, all that kind of stuff, all my insecurities kind of playing out in my dreams because I'm not having time in the day to think about it, I'm busy, and that's what we need right now. So finish this upper body pump, and then I'll catch you in a bit. So I won't do too much of a voiceover on this session. I won't show you too much, but yeah, I have filmed the full session, the upper body pump, starting off with a little bit of delts, and like the session I did the other day, so obviously it was Tuesday session, Wednesday rest day, and now Thursday, 2 days out, is the final session, which is just full upper body pump, shoulders, back, arms, really simple, took me less than an hour. And yeah, it was a really, really fun session, actually. I had a really good time, just got exactly what I needed out of it, which was a damn good pump. So I was in from like just after 10 till just after 11, ready to go home and have my post-workout meal, which would usually be the pre-workout, ready to head off to the posing. But yeah, like everything as usual, just aiming to get a pump, stopping when the reps start to get really hard. So we're leaving a few reps in reserve and not damaging any muscle, just literally stimulating it a little bit. So just a few partials there, and that's it. It's just me and the gym today. Such a vibe for my final session before I step on stage. So as you saw from that set, literally just rep slows down, I stop, so it's not getting too challenging. That was the shoulder portion of the session done, well, for that time being anyway. Moving into back work, so it's just a chest supported row for this one. So the laterals was 3 sets, the pressing was 2 sets, and then we've got 2 sets here on the upper back row. Again, of course, not taken till failure, but just enough to get a lot of blood into the back there. And then it was moving into upper back pull down. So a couple of sets of the upper back pull down as well. Just again, pump, pump, pump. Super like quick reps, we're not trying to delay the eccentric here. We're not trying to break down any muscle. We're just trying to get some blood in there. So that was it for the back work. And then finishing off into arms, we had the rope or the long rope tricep push downs. And yeah, pretty much this whole session, it was just super fun. It was like the most enjoyable session I've had in a while. Probably a lot to do, to be honest, with the fact that the gym was like dead. So I just got the gym to myself, blasting my tunes, and just, able to just have a good time with it, really. And just really relax and just focus on the fact that, all the hard work is now done. Last session, like I say already, it's been such a quick, easy peak week. I've just been following everything I've been told to do and just not really thinking too much, just getting it done. Anyway, finishing then with biceps. So I just swapped the rope to a shorter one and just did some cable pulls. So realistically, this was preacher curl on the plan, but there's no real preacher curl variation that I like. And honestly, it's not that deep in terms of like a pump session. It's just literally like when I'm programming for clients, I'll put things like shoulder press machine of choice and stuff like that, where it's like, we're not being too specific. I might put like lateral raises, and it's like, again, choose your variation. It's literally just get a pump and enjoy yourself, but it's not really overthinking it too much. It's just about getting that pump. So the final movement then was just 2 sets of dumbbell lateral raises. I honestly just picked the lightest dumbbells in the gym, which are like 4.5 pounds, and just repped it out, just slow, controlled. Well, when I say slow and controlled, I mean, obviously it was quicker reps, but I just mean, I'm not dilly-dallying around with the eccentrics as I've mentioned already. So that was pretty much the session. And then, because the gym was pretty much empty, I think there was like 2 guys in there by this point, I was like, do you know what, I'm going to take these shorts off because they don't show anything. Let's get the glutes out, let's show the condition that I've got overall and send those posing rounds to my coach. So these were some of the rounds I did. I mean, yeah, my head's chopped off, but I don't really think you need to see my head. So yeah, obviously I can look at these rounds in hindsight while I'm editing this, and I know already that I've made improvements with Emma in my posing lesson, which I will show you next. So yeah, I just did 3 rounds here, and then it was a case of get home and get my meal in. 100 grams of rice, 50 grams of avocado, and 3 hex sausages, And then I drove straight over to Bradford, about a 20-minute drive because of roadworks, usually would be 10 minutes, and went for my posing lesson with Emma, which I'll show you in a second, where we went through a bunch of tweaks that I needed to make to perfect things for Saturday.
Okay, off we go. Come with conviction on that first one. Hit it strong. Bam! Legs, release the arms. Windmill. Good. Side pose. Good. Hold. Engage through your left glute a little bit. Good. Continue. Feet together. Step to me. Nice. Keep the glutes lifted as you step to the back, Emily. Continue. Nice. Good. Get these quads switched on, quad detail, push it through, rotate the quads, pull up through the knees. Good. Continue. Nice.
Okay, so finally back from all my busy days, and as predicted, it's like basically, well, it's 10 to 3 now, so I am making my, what would have generally been my post-workout cream of rice, but obviously I trained a little while back. I got my 100 grams of rice in before I posed, so that was rice with the usual 50 grams of avocado and the 3 hex sausages. Then I went for my posing lesson, which went super well, just making some final little tweaks at this stage, adding a little bit of flow to the transitions with like hands and stuff like that, and just making sure that every single shot was nailed, and the walk, and just little things like if you get asked to change places on stage and stuff like that. So that was a posing lesson. Came home, went then for my massage, so I'm feeling a little bit sleepy now after having like a flush through massage. So that's just like a 2 days out massage, like nothing intense, but just to bring blood to the surface and yeah, just release all the tension in the muscles really. So I've done that. Now I am having 80 grams of cream of rice with 75 grams of summer fruits, and then I've got the 20 grams today of whey to go on top of that. So I've got the cherry bakewell combo with the Dubai chocolate, both from Supplement Supply UK. I've just run out of my other cream of rice combos that I had, so I was having the blueberry muffin and also birthday cake. I ran out of both, so I've just ordered some more from Supplement Supply, which will be coming tomorrow morning. I've ordered the banoffee, which I've not had before, so banoffee cream of rice is on its way, and I'll look forward to sampling that and letting you know how I get on with it. But for now, cherry bakewell is the one I've got left, so that's what I'm having, and it goes well with the Dubai chocolate on top. So I'm going to get this down me now, chill for a little bit while I eat it. And then, as I mentioned earlier, I've got a call with a client at 4 o'clock to map out her off season and just have a general catch up, to be fair. And then that'll just be me ready to spend the rest of the day packing, because I've got all the rest of my packing to do, to be fair. But I'm not worried. I've got a list, so it's just a case of getting everything on that list transferred into some suitcase and bags, making sure I'm ready to go tomorrow so that when I wake up I can crack on with my Friday morning client check-ins, and then we'll be setting off to Lincoln at probably about quarter to 1 really. It's only about a 1 hour 40-minute drive, and we can't check into the Airbnb till 3 p.m, so that will be the plan. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, fast forward, it's now 6:30 p.m. actually, so I've done everything I need to do. Call with the client went really well. She's super happy with the plan of action. You know, she's getting on stage basically for the back end of next season. She did this last year as well. We sort of started prep in April for a September show to look towards, you know, British finals and stuff. And we'll be doing the exact same thing next year. So she's just come off, you know, she's been doing a longer off season. We've got basically another sort of 7 months into her off season, so it's just nice to touch base with clients, you know, as they've been working with you for so many, like, you know, she's been working with me for like nearly 2 years now, and obviously we've just mapped out, because she's just come off the back of a diet, we've just mapped out the next phases and how long this next stint is going to last, so she knows where she can put her focus and things like that, and mentally prepare for the next stint of off season before next year's prep. So got boxed off that call, and then I dedicated the rest of the time after that to packing. So what I've done for this show is I've actually bought myself a little food bag. So in the last show, honestly, I was just carrying around this bag full of food on the show day. And one of the issues as well was that I, you know, traveling wise, I had like frozen berries and stuff, fresh chicken with like nothing to cool it down. So in this bag, it's one of those that keeps things cold and also keeps things warm. So I'll be having freezer blocks that I also bought. You know, these are things that you learn show to show. So don't ask me why I've never ever had freezer blocks in a cool bag in the past in my whole entire life, but I just never have. And I'm like, why not? So, you know, I've got this now, and it'll obviously be purposeful for general days out, you know, off-season gym trips and stuff like that. I'll be able to take this with me and take our meals and keep them fresh. So yeah, this is going to have the fresh food in it for tomorrow. So far, I've literally got a couple of bananas and some dark chocolate in there. And I've got my food scales in the front here as well. And then I'm going to load it up tomorrow with chicken, which I'll go and buy. This is me assuming that my coach is going to give me chicken again for one day out on show day. But yeah, if he does, I'll then cook off some chicken, put it in here so it stays fresh. I'll put the frozen berries in here so they don't melt on the journey, which is, like I say, is only an hour and 40 minutes. I'll put any like salad items that I might need as well. So all the fresh stuff will go in here for transporting it to Lincoln. And then I'll also use this as my show day bag because it's just so convenient with lots of little compartments, over the shoulder element to it as well. So I'll have everything in here that I need, which is mostly is what is now currently in here for transporting. So stuff like the plastic cups, stuff like my pink salt, Hydromax, which I got from the last show in the goodie bag, which I think that'll be great for when I come off stage. And I've got like the squeezy jam that I'll be using. I've got pump products as well. Also, something to remember to bring is like shakers, you know, for when you have your pump and stuff like that. So I've got a couple of shakers. I've got in there like oats, rice, tuna in case we have tuna. I've got my caramel rice cakes. I've got my cream of rice. And that's pretty much everything. So yeah, I hope that helps you. I have decided that I won't be filming my one day out because I'm traveling tomorrow. When I get there, I honestly just want to chill. I want to be present with my mum, dad, sister, boyfriend, who are all going to be staying in the Airbnb with me. And then I've got my coach coming to, like, you know, either do registration with me or at the very least come round to the Airbnb in the evening where his fiance will be doing my hair. We'll be having a nice girly night. It's actually her birthday tomorrow, which is insane. So we'll be having a little birthday evening, making it as fun as possible while she does my hair for me, bless her. So I just want to enjoy the day. I want to be present with everyone. I don't want to be necessarily like thinking about the camera and stuff. I've done this prep. I've got this far. Like I honestly, back in March when things were a bit awry, and I had to stop this prep for like 3 weeks, and I wasn't sure if I'd even be able to carry on the prep. I wasn't even sure if I'd be getting on stage this year. And now here I am, the leanest I've ever been. I'm about to, go on what I hope will be one of the biggest Two Bros qualifiers, regional qualifiers of the year. And I just want to be present in it all. And, I've got a videographer coming. He will be coming round at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning, which will be after I've had my makeup done. So I'll be freshly made up. I'm gonna get him to capture my check-in with my coach in the morning when he's gonna come round at 8 as well. We're gonna do a bit of a sit down. We're gonna talk through how the prep's gone. Honestly, if there's anything that you want us to talk about, please comment in this video. Ask, anything that you want me to go over about this prep, working with my coach. I'm gonna be sitting down with my coach and talking to him. I might even get my family or my boyfriend to do a little bit of talking as well. What it's like to have, supported me alongside this prep. What it's like to be a partner of someone on prep, a father of someone on prep. I think it might be quite cool. I'm going to have loads of time in the Airbnb, to be honest, between once I've got my makeup done, my hair the night before. Not due to go anywhere till 12:30 for the tan, because we'll have registered the night before. I'll be registering tomorrow night. So I'll just be chilling in the Airbnb for a couple of hours and getting like any sit down footage with my videographer. So if there's anything that you want me to go over, curiosity questions that you have about the prep and how it's gone or anything like that, please ask them in below and I will go over them as well on the show day video. So that just saves me from having to vlog. I can just be fully present. I've worked with my videographer for years. He's very good at making sure that we get content, get footage, forcing me to talk and stuff if I'm forgetting. So I'll actually get a better show day video out of it, which will obviously take a week or at least 2 weeks maybe to actually upload. So, I'll probably, it'll probably be a little while now until I upload another video again. I'll definitely upload before that show day video, but the next time you see me, I'll have obviously competed and it won't be a show day video. It'll just be sort of, you know, I've got another show basically at the end of this month. So I'm not done with my season yet. So I'll be still on prep, and there will still be like prep vlogs, you know, post-show reflection, and, you know, still being like, you know, 3 weeks out. So I'm still like, right now I'm 24 days out from my final show of the season. So there's still plenty more of prep content to come. So, you know, don't worry about that. There will be a show day vlog, oh, sorry, a show day video. It's not a vlog. It's not me doing it. It's a nice professional video. There will be a show day video. So you can look forward to that. And like I say, I'm just going to be present this weekend because I've worked so hard to be here and be with the people that I love that have supported me through this whole prep. And I am just going to fully enjoy this show. I have absolutely no expectations. In fact, the only expectation I have is that I'm definitely not going to win, which is just me being realistic with like where I'm at, my physique relative to the standard that's going to be at this show this weekend, which is, you know, for people that don't understand bodybuilding, like Two Bros in the NPC is the highest level, the absolute highest level that you can possibly compete with. So all the best people in the UK, or even abroad as well, will be traveling to compete at this show. They will be a lot bigger than me, these girls, and they will probably beat me, and that is absolutely fine. I'm doing the show to fully enjoy myself, fully have a good time, just for the love of competing. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. I am honoured to be competing at what will be a big, big show in the UK. Mr. Olympia's regional qualifier, Samson Dowder, has put on a show in Lincoln, and I'm pretty sure a lot of cool, interesting and exciting bodybuilders are going to be at that show, and I'm going to have a wicked weekend being on stage with some incredible athletes with and on the same day, if you know what I mean, as in like the athletes that will be stepping on stage throughout that day across all the various divisions are very, very good. And it's just, I'm going to be around all these incredible athletes, and it's just going to be such a cool day. So I'm buzzing for it. I'm super excited. I've had a great peak week. I hope that you've enjoyed following it along on these daily vlogs and getting a little bit more insight into peak week, and you've maybe picked up a few tips as well. But yes, please, if you did get this far and you haven't got any like questions or comments, just comment 2 days out. Like the video, please, if you did also watch the video, and subscribe if you haven't already, if you're new here. Other than that, I will see you when I see you sometime post-show. Ciao for now.